Hit me.
And you're on BKS1 Radio.
Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Vanzant, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon. You're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
Hey. Alright.
Good morning.
Wake your ass up. Bang, bang.
We are here for another edition of the Man Cave Morning Show.
Hey.
Good morning.
I am ready to go. Feeling revived, energetic, ready to start this show off.
Right.
Ready to start the day off with my beautiful squad.
Yes, sir.
My wonderful team. All right. Salute to everybody on the check-in, man.
Yes.
We're going to start with the introductions for those that don't know. To my far right is the dude that gets a little rude, especially when he's in a bad mood. We call him Deacon Woo.
Let's get it. Wu-Tang is for the children.
And sitting next to me,
the flamethrower.
The flamethrower.
The flamethrower.
The wonderful.
The bedazzled.
The amazing.
The bespeckled.
The fiery.
The gold encrusted.
And don't disagree with that. We call her
Mrs. Foster.
Mrs. Foster. No, we call her Jackie D.
Wakanda forever.
Good morning,
AKA
everyone.
DJ Glam Doc.
Thank you so much for that introduction.
Yes.
Okay, and you would be stuck.
I am just straight up, humbly stormed on the general. No special effects and all of that. Humbly here to serve you.
Okay.
Salute. Peace and blessings, everybody. Good morning.
Salute.
Happy Wednesday. It's hump day.
Yes. It is hump day.
So we're halfway through the work week.
No doubt. Yes. And we got to definitely get some shout outs right now.
For sure.
To everybody watching us live on YouTube. Watching us live on Twitter, Periscope. Watching us live on Ustream. Watching us live on the mother site, WBKS1.com. Listening to us live on that TuneIn app. If you don't have the TuneIn app, by now people download it. It is free. And it's the bomb. Trust me. iPhone, Android, no matter what you got, you can download that TuneIn app. A lot of people listen to it in their cars now.
Yes.
We here, baby. WBKS1, you already know. Shout out to everybody watching to us and listening to us live on Facebook. No matter what platform you're listening to the Man Cave Morning Show, share it out. Share it out to the world. Because we are here to bring you information and discuss things like no other internet radio show discusses. Believe that. Now, let's get some shout outs.
Of course.
To people on the check-in. Shout out to Raymond Sultan. Ali. Shout out to Jewel Muhammad. Good morning, Jewel.
Hey, Jewel.
Shout out to Paul Joseph Williams. What's up,
Good
bro?
morning, Paul.
Shout out to Denise Sparrow. Shout out to Kenny Johnson on the check-in. DJ Rich Williams. Good morning, bro.
Good morning, Pastor.
Yes. Anthony Williams. Good morning. Shout out to Rianne Cuthbert. Shout out to Sasha and Bianca. Shout out to Ty Ingram. Good morning, Joanne Esau.
Good morning.
Barb.
Good morning.
Good morning, Julius Gray. On the check-in, Jay Gray. Kim Ebron, good morning. James Rodman, good morning. Good morning to you all as you trickle in.
Yeah. Good morning,
We will show you
everybody.
some love.
Good morning, family.
Because we just getting started.
Yep,
Baby.
appreciate you.
Good morning,
all
everybody.
being here.
Jackie got me eating these damn jelly beans, man. For breakfast.
I needed
like a
some
steak.
sugar. I needed some sugar.
No
because
doubt.
I don't know what's going on. Maybe because it's Wednesday. I'm just a little like, meh.
Yeah.
Sugar is good.
No doubt. Good morning, Jewel Muhammad. Yes.
Good morning, all you beautiful people.
No
As
doubt.
we just said, it's Wednesday.
No doubt.
And if you're at your desk at work, cut us up.
Oh, yeah. Turn it up or go sneak, put in your earphones or whatever.
Put your headphones
Because your boss probably listening too.
You damn right he is.
All right.
For sure, I like
The man is listening.
The man.
So let's get this thing popping.
Yeah.
So, Jackie,
Yes.
what are we talking about today?
Hey.
Okay. So the first thing that we're talking about, are you tired of the hood or the hood mentality?
Yes.
Because a lot of us do live in the hood. Okay, or we grew up in the hood. So how do you feel about that? The second thing is, do you have a better chance of meeting a quality mate in a church, at work, the club, or on a dating site? Okay, yes. So
we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that. And the other thing we definitely got to discuss is Trump has a White House lawn party after NFL players no show. So the NFL players decided not to show up, but he still has a White House lawn party anyway. And he tried to front like, I didn't want them there anyway.
I cannot.
And y'all told me to be nice this morning. Ain't that about a
hold
bitch?
on. I need to say this. To all our listeners,
Good morning, Daniel
please,
Spencer. Good
please,
morning, Lucretia.
good morning,
Dr.
everyone. Please make sure you
Spencer.
share this out. Share this link out. We talk about some very interesting things here, and I just wanted to get that out. Make sure you share it out. Tag a friend, because sharing is caring. And my Stacy, best voice. I love her. Hey, Stacy.
And rest in peace to pocketbook bag designer Kate Spade.
I came in this morning, and Norm, first I thought he was joking. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah,
I didn't even know.
The
I didn't even hear
bag
about
designer.
it.
Yeah,
Kate Spade. You know when you go into the store, or even Best Buy. Best Buy sell these right here, like your phone protectors.
Right.
First of all, I know who Kate Spade is, or at least I thought I did. I really didn't know, because I don't own any of her stuff, right? Stuff is expensive. I'm not going to lie. I'm not that type of girl where I need all the name brand things.
Right.
I can give me a $10 bag and make it look like it costs $100.
Right.
So I saw, when he told me about Kate Spade, I said, wait, hold on, you got to be kidding. I said, I just literally walked past her store, and I was telling him the story before we came on the air. I said to my husband, who is Kate Spade, and why is her stuff so expensive? This is what I said, right? And because I didn't know who she was, and when I never saw a picture of her, didn't realize who she was until today. I come in and Norm said, oh, did you hear Kate Spade died? I said, what?
Yeah.
I said, you serious?
Now let me tell you the only reason Norm know who Kate Spade is.
Okay,
because
please.
I don't buy pocketbooks or purses. My name ain't LeBron. So
shade.
No, but I'm just saying. But the only reason I know who Kate Spade is, back in the day before BKS and all that, my little side hustle.
Yes.
I used to sell them knockoff bags.
Yeah. Respect.
I used to sell them knockoff bags.
Yes.
So instead of Louis Vuitton, I used to sell the Louis Vuittons. I used to sell Gucci.
Not Gucci.
Bindi bags.
I brought many a woman. I brought many a fake bag for chicks in my life.
Okay.
I ain't ashamed to
even
tell
gonna
you.
lie. I had a couple of them to myself. So I ain't gonna lie.
Instead of Kate Spades, it was Date Spades.
Only one was nice was Chanel. The Chanel
the
bag
first
was
time
the
I
real
seen
one.
Dooney and Burke was a knockoff.
Yeah, I had Dooney and Kirk.
Dooney and Kirk, dig it. Captain Kirk, Dooney and Captain Kirk.
So I used to say that. That used to be my little hustle.
I cannot.
And it's funny because I used to do it
in
lunchtime.
Yeah, Brooklyn.
When I was working for corporate America, so I used to do a lunchtime with her.
On his lunch break, he should have been fired.
No, I had the nice looking knockoff stuff.
Yeah,
they was the real nice looking.
Canal Street,
back in the
Korean
day,
women was paying some money. So anyway, that's the only reason.
You see a hustle like that.
That's how you know.
I know about Kate Spade.
To be able to get a hustle like that.
Because yes, the sisters used to come up to me and be like, Storm, no, can you get me a Kate Spade
Hello.
bag? And I will find it.
And stop acting like y'all don't know what we talking about.
Let me tell you something. Them bags is expensive. I know how much those bags cost. My twin sister got a couple of them. She literally goes to the Louis Vuitton store. They actually know her personally. They give you water, everything. They give you something to drink. You can have cheese and crackers. I guess you can if you spend $2,500 on a bag.
Yeah.
But
for the price of a small car,
we're gonna move on. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. No problem. So Kate Spade's suicide note had a message for her daughter.
Yes.
She was let's go on. She committed suicide.
Okay. I didn't find out how though.
Yesterday. They didn't really tell. Not from what the article I saw.
Right.
So if someone knows, put it in the chat, let us know. But we're just kind of trying to give you the news as we get it.
But here's the problem I have is, like you said, Kate Spade's suicide note had a message for her daughter.
Oh my God.
So basically, this is what went down. This is what went down right here.
Yeah. Fashion designer Kate Spade left behind a note telling her daughter that she should not blame herself for her suicide, according to police sources. This missive, the missive discovered after the handbag maven's body was found in her Manhattan apartment yesterday. Addresses her 13-year-old daughter, Frances Beatrix Spade. Wow. Wow.
But didn't she say what else did she say in that note? She said something else though too, right?
Oh yeah.
It's coming.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry. It's coming. It's coming. So let's just go here. First, she leaves her. She leaves her daughter like a cryptic note. And a message. I'm gonna see if Norm can pull it up.
As you talk.
The message basically said that it wasn't her fault, meaning her 13-year-old daughter. It wasn't her fault, but to ask your dad.
Now, why would you?
I don't know.
Irregardless as to what you were going through with your husband,
that's sad.
Whatever difficulties, it's bad enough that you committed suicide in your daughter. Then you wrote a note directly to your daughter, which is traumatic enough.
Yeah.
But on top of that, gonna put in the note, ask your dad.
Yeah.
What do you think that's going to do to that young lady's psychological condition?
So Danielle Spencer, she said, if you can't stay alive for your kids, then what kind of human being are you?
Agreed.
I get that, and I understand that, and I feel you, doctor. But this is what I'm gonna say about that. When it comes to suicide, right? You never ever know what someone is going through internally. Even, let me tell you, and I'm speaking wholeheartedly, my son has had some issues where he didn't want to live, and it was all girl related, that puppy love stuff. He couldn't get a job and all that, and he had to be institutionalized for a couple of days just to make sure that he was okay. So no matter how much I tell him I love him, and I value him as a person, I value him as my son, it's nothing that I can do for somebody if they don't want to be here. You understand what I'm saying? So we don't want to rush to judgment and say that she's selfish, even though we may think it is a selfish act because it's other people here that love and adore you and want you to be here. But we don't know what she was going through. You
know
understand?
What? And again. Condolences and prayers to the family.
Yeah.
Can I be truthful?
Please.
Can I be honest?
That's why we're here.
As much as we all went through heartaches, ups and downs, moments of depression, I think we all, can I say we all did?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so we all went through things like that throughout our life, but we here today, right?
Yes.
Thank God.
To talk
Knock
to the
on
people
wood.
and everything. The most precious gift God gives us all is life.
Yes.
Right? So here's my thing. As long as you have life,
yes,
you can correct what's wrong.
Yes.
As long as
or
you have
should
life.
be able to try to.
You should try to.
Yes.
As long as you have breath in your lungs. And my whole thing is, I don't, I do feel as though suicide is a selfish act.
Yeah.
And you're disrespecting the gift of life that God gave you.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying, and I get it.
And those around you that love you and that need you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A child needs their parents.
I couldn't even imagine, what this young lady is going through at 13. It's hard enough being 13.
Oh, stop.
Okay, and then to come home to police, ambulance, and all types of stuff. Because I used to work in a funeral business. So I'm going to read this right now. Noam found it. So this was the note that she left her 13-year-old daughter.
Read the note.
This has nothing to do with you. The note reads in part, according to the sources, don't feel guilty. Ask your dad.
Okay, so let me clarify.
Why would you put that pressure on?
See, that's what I want to be.
On a 13-year-old child.
That's what I want to talk about. Number one, I have suffered depression, and I've divulged that on the show on several occasions. Number one. Number two, mental illness runs in my family. There are people that are very close to me that have schizophrenia. I myself have suffered from depression as well. So I'm not shading difficulties in your life.
Right.
I'm not shading mental illness. Have I contemplated suicide? Yes, I have. Have I acted it out or did it? No. But there was a time that I was so low in my life that I felt that way. One of the things that brought me out of that particular depression, I had been depressed like a couple of times in my life. One of the things that didn't let me go any further was the thought of my children and saying, well, damn, what would it be like if I weren't here? What I wanted to say is I'm not shading the lady.
Yeah.
But to say, then ask your father. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't you know when parents divorce or split up, children think it's their fault?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes,
because
no
they're
matter
not
what
mature,
age.
right. Because they're not mature enough to understand what's going on. So why would you take an immature mind and shatter it with your death, with your suicide? And then in addition to that, say, throw shade on your father. Irregardless as to whether the father was at fault enough. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not judging her mental state or saying that people that, commit suicide or suffer from depression, I'm not coming for that. I'm saying to put that type of...
That's a lot.
To put that on the mind of a child.
That's going to mess that child up for the rest of her life.
Last thing. Remember how they say, listen, I ain't going to talk about your father. I ain't going to talk. You know how me and you get into an argument, I'll be like... So in other words, I become mature enough to say, listen, even though me and Jackie broke up, I'm not going to shade Jackie in front of my kids.
Yeah.
The ultimate shade is killing yourself and be like, ask Jackie. That's what I'm talking. That's not cool. Yeah. That's. I just wanted to clarify.
So
we're going to read some comments.
Yes, I feel totally saddened by this because, again, like Norm stated, Wu stated, this young lady is going to have to live with the fact that her mom killed herself, first and foremost, that she no longer have a mother. I don't know if she was at school when this happened or she wasn't there and didn't come home to have that type of chaos in your home. She will never ever be the same, period.
I'm sorry, Jay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Why would the press put that out?
Yeah.
Why come you just couldn't say, General, there was a note left? Why you got to put out to the public so that these creeps could run it back and forth on the internet?
She found the note, so she's seen it anyway. I mean, she found, from what I understand,
General,
the daughter found it.
But why you got to release that to the public? Just say, and a note was left. Why you got to put that energy out there as you found? That's what I'm saying.
Terrible.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Let's read some comments.
Have some respect.
All right. So, let's see. Rayanne Cuthbert said she was trying to spite the father. That's very possible.
That's
Stephanie
not cool.
L. Diaz, she put the 800 number in there. She said just in case anyone needs the hotline.
Yes, thank you,
and
Steph.
thank you. So that's 800.
Yeah, let me clap that up.
273-8255. That is 1-800-273-8255. Suicide hotline.
We all been there.
I certainly have.
But,
all right.
There's other options. There's so many other options in taking your own life.
Yeah.
Right.
Daniel Spencer said depression is real.
Yes.
I've been there as well.
Yes.
Counseling is helpful, but ultimately we make the decision to keep going in spite of and having faith that these are all lessons, but it doesn't mean it's the end.
No, I agree.
Good morning,
Thank you,
Timothy.
Doc.
Salute to you as well.
Thank you, Doctor.
I just feel so bad for all of them, and that's involved in this to do that. And then leave this cryptic message for your 13-year-old, and now she's wondering what's going on, what happened, because these are the things that you think about. Well, was it something that, okay, you're telling me it's not anything I did, but maybe it was something that I did. You understand what I'm saying? That to me, it's just crazy. And then to say, ask your dad.
And she's
ask him what?
And she's gonna replay that in her head over and over and over and over. She's only 13. She's just a baby.
Yeah, not cool.
Not cool.
All right. So we just want to give you some of that news regarding that, and to say, rest in peace to Kate Spade, and I just pray that her daughter,
prayers and blessings. God bless the family.
Some help, because she's gonna need it. She's gonna need to go and talk to somebody. She's gonna need therapy.
She's gonna need a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
She's gonna need a lot. Yeah. Shout out to everybody on checking.
Yeah.
There's some comments we missed.
We did.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, I read them. I'm going to read the one that just popped up in here.
Okay.
Stephanie L. Diaz, she said, Logic's song, please play if you have.
Oh, yeah. Logic had the suicide song.
Everything.
Yeah.
Kind,
right,
never
right.
know.
Yes,
okay.
Yes. Agreed.
And Dr. Danielle Spencer said, like Dr. Phil always says, children always blame themselves for the deeds of their parents.
Right. You have to be careful when you talk to the babies.
This is why. See, okay. If you are gonna think that's the only resort, that's what I'm saying. Don't bring your child in it. I just feel, I feel some type of way about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, this little girl is gonna be damaged. She's gonna be damaged.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Lucretia, for telling me. She said, Kate Spade even had glasses she bought up here for her daughter. So she is very big in the industry. Okay, so the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. We can all help prevent suicide. The Lifeline provides 24/7 free and confidential support for people in distress, prevention, and crisis resources for you or your loved ones, and best practices for professionals. Again, that number is 800-273-8255.
To everyone within the sound of my voice, before you take that number down, if you are there right now, if you're listening to us right now, and you are in that position right now, if you can hear us talking, there's a number that you can call, the 1-800-273-8255. Let me assure you that wherever you are and whatever you're doing, it's not worth it. Guess what happens to the sun? It goes down. You know what happens? It comes back up. Right? You cannot take advantage of your opportunities if you're no longer here.
Exactly.
There are people that love you and care about you, and there are people that look up to you that you don't even know. So consider how valuable you are, if not for yourself, to the other people who need you and who love you.
Yeah.
We love you. God loves you. Your family loves you.
That's why you're listening to the show today. Don't do it.
Better yet, love yourself even more.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
Yes.
No doubt.
Okay.
All right. So.
All right.
Yes.
Moving on.
Oh, let me read Dee Dee's comment.
Okay.
Even if I had something to do with, it had something to do with that, you don't want your child to grow up and despise the father and hate him for her mother's death for the rest of her life. Facts.
That's the only parent she got left.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Caller from the 404. State your name when you're calling from. You're on the Man Cave Morning Show.
All right.
Good morning. This is Demetria ATL again.
Good morning, Platinum caller.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I just woke up and I came in half on what I was talking about, and it struck a nerve real bad in me because, I don't want y'all to say that the little girl is not going to be okay, because she will be. I mean, my situation is not exactly the same as hers, but it's kind of. Because when my mom and my parents were divorced, my dad, it was some stuff between my parents, and he wasn't a great husband, but he was an awesome dad, so I can't worry about what went on between my mom and my dad. But when he died, my mom went into a deep depression, and she stayed in that depression for a very long time, and we never understood. I ended up leaving home at 15 because of it. I ended up in a lot of things because of it, because we didn't understand. We didn't know. and my mom wasn't in a position to tell us. And as a result, I, myself, my sisters also suffer from depression really bad. I've been in a position where I've attempted suicide a couple times. This is long before I had kids, long before I had the lifestyle that I had. But because, you know, everybody's not as strong as somebody else in that situation. And I get what you guys on the panel are saying, you know, but for some people, depression is not just I suffer from it from here or there. It goes on, and they have periods of times where they feel good, but then they walk around with a smile, and sometimes when you look at people who you don't know if they smile, sometimes the people that make other people smile so much are very damaged and hurt inside.
Right.
And it gets to a point where they just end it.
Right.
Yes.
No, trust me. Let me tell you. Like Wu said, he said he'd been there. I mean, I've been there to that point, you know.
I live there. Yeah. I live in depression. It takes me a lot. Sometimes I know people think, oh, great, this happens. It takes a lot. You can ask my partners. Sometimes they spend days and hours sometimes just making sure that I'm okay or lifting me up or, you know, making sure everything is okay. I have people that check on me, but everybody don't have that support.
Right.
Everybody don't have it.
Right.
And I live there often. I mean, if it wasn't for me, my Wellbutrin, my little pill, because my little white pill in the morning with the XR, the extended release, ain't no telling where I'll be.
But you know one thing I love about what you're saying in your testimony right now is that you acknowledge you have a problem. You know, and that's like the first step with any situation. You know, you acknowledging that you do have a problem, but you're saying to us that you do have a support system around you, and that's what I want to hear. You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing. So I'm gonna clap it up for your support system and those that's around you that know you have a problem and they're helping you through it. So,
but you know the sad part about that is, I always had that support system, but I didn't acknowledge it until like 2, maybe 3 years ago.
Okay.
Can I?
And I'll be 41 this year, so I'm saying it's not always as easy. That's all I'm just saying.
Okay.
No.
And thanks for sharing that. And I'm glad you're here with us and sharing that with us.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
And I feel like her daughter's going to be fine, because if me and my sisters can make it, and I know other kids who've made it, she'll make it. Yes, it's going to be difficult, and she's going to need a support system, and she's going to need the love and the surrounding and the help and all of that stuff.
Yes.
And I mean, you know, it's just, I'm sorry, it hit a nerve. It just,
we understand.
Something I deal with every day, and it's sad.
Okay.
We understand, and look, you need to talk. We here every morning. You can always call here. We'll definitely, if we could,
for sure,
we'll pick up your call. Definitely, Demetria.
I'm good. I just kind of, you know, I text y'all every morning. I try to set my alarm clock so I know when y'all come on every morning so I can listen, because I love the show. But it's just I kind of woke up to that, and it's just like,
Demetria.
Yes.
Demetria. Hello? Hey. Good morning. I wanted to say something to you. You are more than what happens to you. You're more than your depression. You're more than your circumstances. You are loved. All of us go through difficult times. And all of us, I know I personally have been there. Okay? But the fact that you are here and you're telling your story, you're touching someone else. So maybe someone was in a position that you used to be in, right? Before you were able to talk to someone, before you were able to get treatment, before you were able to get medication. And because they heard your story and they heard your determination, it's going to influence them to seek the help they need. There's no shame in getting help. All right. And as so far as our parents and what happened, listen, our parents did what they can do. So what we do from our parents, we take all the love, we take all the passion, we take all the goodness that they gave us, and we carry it on in our heart, and we push forward. I love you. You are more than your circumstances. You're more than your feelings. You're more than your depression. You're more than what happened to you. You are someone that's loved, that's loving other people, and then who is responsible for enlightening another person. So I wanted to say thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And before we let you go,
yes, ma'am, I love you.
Before we let you go, realize something. There's 3 people around you that see how beautiful you are, and that's why they stay in your life.
That's right.
Because you're a beautiful person.
That's
You know what I'm saying? And they see that you're beautiful inside and out, and this is why they want you. They want you in their life. You know what I'm saying? So please,
that is your purpose.
Again, always go to that point. Always go to that corner right there. That this.
I'm good. Trust me, I'm good. It's just, if you hear me crying, it's just because that's just deep for me. But I just want people to realize that sometimes there's strong people, and I'm happy that I'm one of those strong people. Because my mom, she went into depression, and basically when she finally decided to get strong, her body was too weak and she died.
Right.
So I lost my mom.
Mm-hmm.
I lost my mom and my dad.
Mm-hmm.
So, at 22, it was hard to lose your mom. So we just got to know her, and she left us so quickly. It was like starting all over again. So, and that's the one thing that pushes me to fight every day, because I don't want to leave my kids. I don't want my kids to feel like I felt when my mom went into depression and when my mom died, because they never met their grandmother. They don't know their grandmother. They only know the pictures and the memories we have of her. Okay. And I don't want my kids to feel that way. But again, like I said, 2 or 3 years when I accepted the help, and I accepted the help from my hospital room after downing a bottle of pills because I almost tried to kill myself.
Okay.
So, I did what I didn't want to do, and I'm doing something about it now, but it's hard. It gets difficult.
Okay.
And,
well, we just want to say we're glad that you called in, and we know when we do a lot of these topics that they're going to touch people, that they're going to identify with a lot of people, and the stuff that they might be going through or have been going through or even went through when they were younger. So our point to do a lot of this stuff is to bring awareness to this so that we could all talk about it and get it out there, because a lot of people don't like to talk about it. They don't like to talk about death. They don't like to talk about depression and the causes that it caused all family members, because when one person is depressed, the whole family have to band together and help them get through whatever it is that they're going through if they can.
Absolutely.
Because everybody suffer from it. When one person suffers
your
from
mother,
it.
Your mother gave you life, and she gave you love, and as long as you are here, your mother is here as well.
So we want to say again, thank you so much for calling in,
Demetria.
We love
Respect.
you, okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
All right.
God bless you.
My son just stopped to tell me he loved me. And he was like, I love you, Mom.
Aww.
See,
that's a lot of love.
He love you, and we love you too.
God bless.
You take care of
I love
yourself.
you guys. Thank you so much.
All right.
Have a great day.
You too, beautiful.
See you soon, baby.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm going to read.
Yes,
and thank you, Demetria. I'm calling from the ATL, and I'm going to read some of these comments. So, Lucretia Taylor Johnson said 13-year-old age in one's life, identifying who they are, and the body changes. This is a time in one's life where they become confused with their own body changes, and to be faced with this tragedy. Right. I am keeping her lifted in prayers, as well as the many individuals faced with this situation that may not be known. Depression is real.
Thanks, Lucretia.
Thank you.
Yo, Lucretia, Selah, Lucretia.
Yes.
And Vereen Brown, a tragedy is breathtaking. What takes seas for their body? I don't know what that means.
Tragedy is breathtaking for body.
Okay, a sea of faith and belief. God is love. Okay,
God is indeed love.
And Danielle Spencer said, you have to be a strong person to deal with life, period. Life is hard when you don't have a support system. Just know you're valuable and worth so much more to someone. She also said, Danielle Spencer, I post a question on my timeline if anyone has told them how important they are. Majority said no one had expressed that to them ever. Wow.
This is part of my mantra, which you guys have heard me. Maybe the new listeners have not. Okay, I am responsible for the condition of my life. Wherever I am, listen now, I want to take responsibility for where I am. I believe in love, life, joy, and happiness. Listen. Adversity is going to come. Of that we have no doubt, just like death and taxes. But it is your perspective on the difficult times that determine the course of your life. Now, I've been told that there's no pain like the pain of childbirth. Ask any mother when she looks at her son or her daughter, does she consider that pain? Birth and life and transition require pain. That's how you know you're in the right direction. In the same fashion that you do not consider the pain of childbirth, you just think about the love and the joy. When you have lost a person like I have, and like all of us other people have on this panel, I choose to consider what they gave me, which is life, joy, intellectualism, laughter, pain, and everything. So I want to make sure that our perspective here this morning is heading us in the right direction. I am not discounting pain, right? But we have a choice how we choose to perceive the universe. Love, light, joy, happiness. That's what we do here on the Man Cave Morning Show.
No doubt.
Yes.
No doubt.
All right. So we're gonna take the show in a little different direction.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, tired of the hood?
Yes. Lord
or the
Jesus.
hood mentality?
Hey.
Tired of the hood or the hood mentality?
My God, my God.
What sparked this topic? What sparked this topic?
Y'all want to go?
Let's go ahead. You started off.
I know I was the one that started
to say
it.
on this.
I know I was the one that started. Let me tell you something. Get a call yesterday from my daughter. Hey, Dad, come get me. I got to go to the store. No problem. I'm proud of you. She's got her National Honor Society medallion. I want to see the little paperwork. I want to see my baby after the show. Who's waiting outside for my ex-wife? She asked me to go to the store. So we in the hood. And she's in the store, the little bodega. I'll leave it at that. As I'm in the store waiting with my baby, talking about her National Honor Society and the fact that she's going to Georgetown this summer and blah, 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 I hear a thump and my truck shakes. Well, what could that be? I get out of my truck and there is a crackhead, heroin addict, whatever, slung on the side, on the back of my vehicle. And I balled up my fist. Yes, I did. And I wasn't being the intellectual that I am on the air. And I was about to, do some physical things. Then I thought about my daughter, my environment where I was. So I escort the guy from the vehicle. Can I say that I escorted him? I nicely escorted him to where he needed to go. And I went back to my truck, told my daughter to roll all the windows up, lock the door, and I stood outside on post in my vehicle. And it occurred to me right then and there, I'm done. I done served my bit for God and country. I done banged on the beast, and I'm going to still continue to bang on the beast. But I believe and I know that I am entitled to live like a human being. What I look like, 47 years old, breaking somebody's jaw. Only thing going to happen is I'm going to break my hand because I'm old.
And you're going to jail.
And I'm going to jail. And I can't be on the radio show no more. And I can't take my baby to Georgetown. I'll never make love and smell a rose or whatever. But the point I'm making is this is a non-man rant. You know what's the man? It's the Trump. No. I'm talking to black people right now. There are a lot of good and decent people that live in the hood. I want to see good and decent take over the hood.
Okay.
Because I am tired of knockers. I'm tired. I'm retired. So maybe I got to move into the white neighborhood and they could burn a cross and call the police when I want to have some charcoal cookout and call me the N-word and everything else. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe the Klan could protest me and they could stick Donald Trump stickers outside and y'all could call me a sellout.
You really tired. You really want to be a sellout.
You know I'm the most pro-black. Right. I'm about to start cooning up in here. Messing with these knockers.
So y'all do know there is an urban dictionary, right?
Yes.
All right, so there's an urban dictionary. And I know a lot of people some people like the hood. Oh, what are you talking about the hood?
Okay.
Let's break it down.
All right. So this is what the Urban Dictionary says about the hood.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
says
the ghetto.
I cannot.
The ghetto.
Two, someone who is from the ghetto.
The ghetto.
Someone
the
who
ghetto.
acts like they are from the ghetto. Other slang.
Oh, we're not
Hoodlum,
even gonna go there.
Gangster,
Hoodlum,
thug,
gangster,
nigga,
thug,
pimp, street rat, street urchin,
hood
etc.
rat, street rat.
So this is
street
the
urchin.
Urban Dictionary.
Street rat? No, that would be hood rat. Get it right, Urban Dictionary.
That's my hood rat speak.
So now
it's hood rat.
You hear me? You hear me?
Now let's get
You hear me,
serious
hood
about
rats?
this.
Yes.
Tired of the hood or the hood mentality. Now, Woo.
Yes, sir.
I feel your pain, bruh.
I'm sorry for the rain.
I feel your pain. There's certain things we are
I
subjected
ain't
to
tired of it.
when we live in the hood.
These comments are hilarious.
right.
I'm about to sell out.
So
I'm about to go on Fox and quit BKS1.
So you stupid. You stupid.
I don't even believe that shit myself.
So the hood mentality. No, let's break this down. Let's get real with this.
Yeah.
So tired of the hood or the hood mentality. So the hood mentality. All right.
You want to break it down?
Here's why.
Okay.
I'm tired of the hood. Right.
Yes.
This is what I'm tired of. Let's all put in the comment section
Why
what you're tired
of the damn hood?
What you're tired of about the hood.
Okay, while
Right.
they do that, can I read some of these comments?
Come on,
'Cause they
let's guess.
hilarious. Okay, so Julius Gray says, so you went from Deacon Woo to Thug Woo?
That's right.
And Lucretia
Knock
Taylor
a Woo.
Johnson said, yes, Woo, with a whole bunch of
I
exclamations.
can't take it no more.
And Danielle Spencer said, I feel a hating in rant coming on.
Yes.
Laugh out loud.
Yes.
So,
Norm said I can't say the word no more.
all right, let me finish making my point. Okay, so now.
I had to get that out.
Right.
Hilarious.
So
Go ahead, sir.
why I said, why I'm tired of the hood.
Okay.
Right? So basically, I'm tired of cats just walking down the street. Like I'm usually a peaceful, easygoing brother, whatever like that. I walk down the street. I basically speak to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Walk down the street. Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing?
Me mugging you?
Like, yo, real talk. Real talk.
Cannot.
The mean mugging, the unnecessary coolness. How cool can you
How
really be?
cool are you?
I just
that
want to
you can't
know.
speak, Jay.
How
You so
cool
cool
can you
can't
really
speak to
be?
me?
Okay.
It's like that.
All right. I'm already trying to ignore the fact that your pants is down on your ass.
Yes.
I'm already trying to ignore the fact, you know what I'm saying?
That you have no job.
That you really don't walk like that, but you just walking extra hard
Right.
and extra lean. Like,
Right,
I get it. We got a certain style and a flair about us.
Yes.
The
You know,
king in the jungle.
Yes.
He manned up when he saw another king.
I get it.
Jay, shut up. Shooting these
But
knockers,
the extra, hardness.
Yes.
And everybody just got to be a thug and so super hard or whatever like that. Yo, come on, let it go. Like, let it go. It's like I'm getting real sick of that. So when as far as me being tired of the hood, this is one of the things that just bothers me about the hood. Everybody's so cool. Everybody's so tough. Right? Everybody's just tough. Everybody just for no reason wants to either yell at somebody or curse them out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or get ready to fight them. It's like we can't work our problems out, or shoot them or whatever the case. Like, cut it out.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Can I tell you why I'm tired of it?
This is why I'm tired of the hood. Cut it out,
Can
man.
I tell you why?
We weren't made like that. We weren't really built like that.
Yeah,
Go
we're
ahead.
human beings. We're human beings.
So I'm going to tell you why I am tired of the hood. So I get up every morning between 6 and 6:30 a.m. Mind you, I don't go to sleep until 2 o'clock, sometimes 2:30 in the morning, because I have other obligations once I leave the studio. I might have an hour and a half to myself once I leave my Linda Carter and then go to my other Linda Carter. So when I get home at 1:30 in the morning, I don't want to hear you blasting your music sitting on the porch like it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon with your 40. Y'all drinking all day because y'all ain't doing nothing all day, nothing positive, smoking weed all day sitting on the porch. Okay, I gotta come home to that. Now I can't sleep because you outside making all types of noise, so you don't have respect for your neighbors. That's one. All right. The second one is, most of the area I live in, mostly everyone have a backyard. Why you got to be in the front of your house acting a fool?
Oh my God.
You have a backyard. I don't want to smell your barbecue. I don't care about you cooking and doing all that stuff in the front of your house on your stoop. You have a backyard. Utilize it. I'm annoyed. I work really, really hard, okay? I work really hard. So when I come home, I want to come home to peace and quiet. Period. And my garbage man, we're not even going to talk about them, how they pick up the trash and leave the trash on the ground. But when I come into the white neighborhoods, they literally sit their trash can in the street and then pick up the trash and sweep it up.
Hey.
I got a lot of stuff I can talk about.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah, sir. Go. I'm done.
I roll my grill from the backyard to the front, and
I ain't coming to your house
me and
no
Sandy
more.
cook out. We cook out in the front.
I ain't coming to your house no more.
Just
you just
we
want
like
to cook
to.
in the front because you want to be nosy and see what's going on.
No, we
use your backyard.
We cook out in the front.
Who does that?
We do.
Why?
What?
Why?
So you saying that's hood?
Yes.
Yo, you so disrespectful right now. We
you
just
have a
like
lovely home.
We just like to cook out in the front.
Start cooking out in your backyard. Utilize your backyard.
Guys are hilarious.
We don't like to.
Ghetto.
We like to sometimes just cook out in the front.
It.
And look, we even give pieces of chicken out when the dude walks down the street
with the pants sagging and his butt cheek showing,
begging for $1.
I cannot. No.
We give him some chicken or something.
That's hood to me. That's
Whatever.
Ghetto.
Whatever.
Use your backyard.
You're so judgmental.
I'm just saying.
All right, let's take this crank caller.
Okay.
Caller from the 334. State your name when you call it from. You're on the Man Cave Morning Show.
Yes, good morning to you all, Norman, you and the staff. This is Brother Tariq.
Oh, shout out
Tariq.
Good morning.
Welcome, bro. Welcome to the show, fam. What's good?
We had our hand on that button.
Yeah, I really love what y'all talking about this morning. You know, as usual, y'all always have something good to come and speak about. And that's the hood mentality, which y'all was saying being tired of and stuff like that. And I understand from the standpoint that y'all are speaking about on it.
Mm-hmm.
And those can be some of the gripes that I share too in my sentiments on them.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing I always think about with just about with everything, just like when y'all talked about, you know, the pressure earlier and everything, it's a root cause for every living thing that goes on.
Absolutely.
When we seeing this thing called the hood mentality, and it pissed me off when I just seen what y'all had put up where it said the meaning of what the hood was.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the mentalities that, you know, we're seeing today. When it says a ghetto and stuff like that, the first original style ghettos and stuff like that were actually you had Jews and Italians and stuff like that. So at what point did these places become hoods from ghettos? And, you know, words can be real tricky.
Right.
Because their people made their way out of the ghettos.
Right.
But for some reason, we are always stuck, rather, in an actual ghetto, but transforming to a ghetto state of mind, actually, if you want to say from a negative standpoint, because we've been so influenced by a lot of bad things in our society overall. If you just go back to the times when we were younger, it was nothing where we were, you know, we had certain things. I'm going to say to when it got to this point, when the influx of crack and stuff really hit our community, that's when I would say this what we call today the hood mentality, because of a lot of the things that stem from it. It broke a lot of our families down.
I agree.
You know, and it caused a lot of what we see today, because after the breakup of families, you couldn't really respect people properly. Then you go into the thing of the influence of what hip hop had upon us. Then you go into the gangster stages of it and everything.
Right.
It's a lot of elements that goes into that, what we would call the hood mentality. So, you know, I hate those things that go on with us, but in order for that type of mentality, you know, or the negative, I won't necessarily call it a hood mentality, but a negative mentality, because it was plenty of hoods that I roamed the streets and playing for and stuff like that, that had good parents, was good people, you know, and stuff like that. You always have certain rotten apples in the bunch, but overall, back in those times, we were more better together. we weren't doing all this killing that we're doing, you know, and been doing for the last so many years now.
Yes.
You know, and it's just a whole different, you know, thing today than what it was, because the children now coming up, they're not being tended to as we used to do in the communities, you know, in times past.
True.
And I believe that these things actually happen by design, and we help contribute to them at the same time.
Absolutely.
So, no, I hate the hood mentality, of course, but I look at more of the symptoms, and I never look over it. But since I know where it comes from, then a lot of people, I believe, don't actually know where this type of thing stems from, or they don't want to know, brother, and stuff like that. So until we care about ourselves and about these people that's going this way, and find ways to help to uplift these same type of people and make our families unit strong again, we'll persistently see the hood mentality.
Yes.
Let me go back to a point that you said earlier, and thanks for saying that, bro. When you talked about the Italians and the Jews and everything, see, and there's a old saying, you know what I'm saying, every city has a ghetto. You know, every city has a ghetto or whatever. And it does apply to it applies to everybody. A lot of times when people talk about the hood or the ghetto or whatever, we automatically equate it to African Americans.
Why is that?
And it's deeper than that. And basically a ghetto, when people say the ghetto, they're just talking about an impoverished community.
Yes.
You know, a community that's stricken with a lot of poverty.
Yes.
And that's all around the world. You know what I'm saying? Caucasians got them. Everybody got them. You know, so my whole thing about the whole hood and the hood mentality, sometimes, you know, once, you know, our biggest mistake is once we're given opportunity and we try to seize that opportunity, we still think we have old ways of thinking. So this contributes to what's called, quote unquote, the hood mentality. A lot of times we won't break away from some certain things. I've seen a kid get offered a corporate job, and they were trying to train him and whatever, and he came in to this corporate position still with the lean, still with the bop, still talking slang to his boss and a supervisor, being a little disrespectful, the way he dressed and everything, what wasn't appropriate and the whole nine. And this is the mentality I'm talking about, because they got so used to a certain thing and they got so familiar with a certain thing, they don't know how to do anything else. And this is why it's important for a lot of youth to experience the world and get out their comfort zone, because their comfort zone is walking these streets a lot of times in these corners all the time and doing things they shouldn't be doing. But when you expose them to other things, and this is why I like when certain cities expose the students to other school systems, and see how other people live and take them on trips and everything and see how other people live and everything. This starts to break you out of that hood mentality. You know what I'm saying? You have to see other things in life instead of being locked in a box, man. So like what you're talking about, yes, you're right. It is a systemic thing that creates the hood mentality. You know, so shout out to you, man, for just expressing that.
Yes, and we appreciate you for sharing that with us. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
No doubt.
All right. Enjoy your Wednesday. Thank you.
Brother out to
you.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
To my brother, I love you and I thank you for that. I thank you for that. One of the things that we use this platform for is to speak to our people. And today we're speaking directly to our people, and I want to make that clear. I am well aware of institutionalized racism, the prison industrial complex, which I talk about all the time. I've read Ta-Nehisi Coates, and I read Dr. Boyce Watkins, and I've read Malcolm X, and my cousin is Dr. Lennon Jeffries, and I studied African American studies, and I am a Pan-Africanist, and I believe in economic empowerment. I believe in all of that. I also know how we have been affected by slavery, and racism and Jim Crow and all of those things. And that's literally why I'm known as the angry black man on a panel. And sometimes, you know, you guys laugh, but I'm literally known. I'm talking directly to my people, right? Not the root cause. I'm talking directly to the behavior of the community that I love, that I die for, that I bleed for, that I speak to, that I'm in the schools, that I'm in a youth coach. It's not about, my resume. But I'm qualified to speak right now.
You want them to take some accountability.
I'm qualified to speak right now. I actually would do. I am talking about our behavior. I have read many books and bumped my head many times until we treat each other as family and as human beings. None of my root cause analysis, none of me screaming about racism, which I always do. None of the books that I got in my closet or my little what I studied at Rutgers can take away from the fact that sometimes black people don't treat black people with dignity or respect, and that is what I'm tired. I'm on a platform. I support, I defend. I'm in the schools, I'm in the prisons, I'm in mental health, all of that, and that's all great goody for Dawood. I am calling black people accountable for black people. So when business owners and homeowners and taxpayers don't control the neighborhood and knockers do, see, that's what I'm talking about. I want us to start addressing the knockers in the neighborhood. You understand? When I was growing up, it was a code. Certain way we acted. OGs regulated. OGs don't now. Number 2, children is running all amok in the neighborhood. Number 3, grown folks are scared of children. I got a right as a citizen and as a taxpayer and as someone that uses my platform to speak directly to my people. This is a the man show today. This is black people talk today, and I'm telling you, some black people should be voted off the island.
Okay.
No doubt.
I said it.
No doubt.
So I just want to quickly say this.
Go ahead.
When I go down various streets in and around the neighborhood in which I live, I count the number of abandoned homes on one block, just because that's just what I do. And I thought about what the brother said when he talked about crack. When crack was introduced, a lot of black people owned their own homes. Then crack got introduced into our neighborhoods that was thriving, that we all came up in, where your next door neighbor see you doing wrong, they slap you upside your head, right?
Right.
Crack gets introduced, and guess what happens? The family breaks up. The neighborhood breaks up. Now you don't have those mothers and fathers together anymore, because she might have gone and got some bad stuff and went out her mind, or vice versa. You know, then the behavior changes when drugs are introduced, because you start doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing. You understand where I'm going?
Of course.
Right? So I look and I count all these abandoned buildings on the, not my block, but on the block before my block. I kid you not, it's probably about 11 abandoned houses on that one particular block, and you might have maybe 12 that are standing. And the difference between that block and my block is the fact that you have a whole bunch of people that are outside doing nothing all day, from the time I leave my home until the time I come back.
Facts.
All day.
Facts.
That's discouraging.
That's a fact.
Let me tell you.
That is a absolute fact.
Discouraging.
I agree.
We could talk about the cause, but that's a fact. What you just said.
You remember when we had the guest, the young brother that was involved in politics on here named Brandon?
Yeah, the young Thundercat.
The one that was
he's a politician.
Yes.
And he was he was in the sorority, not sorority, I'm sorry. He was one of those, the Qs, right?
No. The one that's the Democrat. He was on the
yes,
and he's running for office.
Yes.
We were talking about politics.
Okay,
so anyway,
yes.
Basically, he said he went to intern for Russell Simmons.
Right.
Def Jam, whatever. Right.
Yes.
And Russell came to him or whatever like that, basically, and said, "Look, man, you know, I like the way you work. You know, you're good at what you do.
Okay.
And this brother, you know, he speaks. This young brother speaks very eloquent and everything, very articulate, the whole nine. And he said, let me give you some advice.
Yes.
So he thought it was going to be some big advice for business, whatever.
Right.
He said, stay away from niggas.
Oh.
This is Russell Simmons. So this is the advice that he gave this.
Wow.
So what does that mean exactly?
Yeah.
Would you like to break it down?
All right.
Please.
Yeah. What does that mean exactly? And this is why I brought it up.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Stay away from niggas. So my whole thing is, when I look in this room and in this panel, and most people we're talking to out there, there's no niggas on this panel.
They have at their job or in their business.
Yes,
that's right.
There's no niggas on this
that's
panel.
Right.
But now, when we walk out of this building.
Yes.
Hey.
And we may walk down the street
Yes.
or whatever. And some of the people that Jackie are talking about that are out there, just out there doing nothing
all day
or whatever, and leaning against the buildings and standing in front of the liquor stores
waiting
or whatever
for
like that.
Check.
These may be some of the people that Russell was talking about. Right?
Yes.
These may be some of the people, you know, and we could say this.
Yeah.
We could be honest and say
We've all thought
I'm qualified.
And so,
We've all thought
you know what I'm saying?
this.
So my whole thing is, so when we talk about this mentality, whatever, we have to realize, you know, when you see all these abandoned buildings that Jackie is talking about, and these impoverished communities or whatever, it's like we are missing a certain set of life skills that we need to maintain and survive and to be productive in the community. So we have to look at whose fault it is. What's the problem? Why we are missing a certain set of life skills and basic common sense just to maintain a certain standard of living. And so, you know, it's a deeper issue, you know, of why we're missing a certain set of life skills. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
To not use the term nigga colloquially, but why it's meant to be, right? Of course, I use slang and this, and that, and the third, but not in a colloquial fashion, right? Black folk gotta stop cutting niggas slack. That's number one. I can write you a dissertation in terms of how crack flooded the community. Before that, it was heroin. You know what I mean? I know all the statistics, and I'm not slighting anyone about that. I know that. What I'm talking about is accountability. Now watch this. I guarantee you, 3 or 4 generations ago, you know our grandparents that was from down south that had no education, no education and no integration and no cell phone. I guarantee you, before they moved to the city, they had property. All of our families had property. And what happened when we came up north? We got less property than we had before. You want to talk about struggle and causes? These people were sharecroppers coming from real racism, not perceived racism. And they used their limited skills, their limited education, their limited access to knowledge to have acres and acres of land. You know what some of us got now?
Yes.
German cars and no property, no land. We had institutions. And of course, I'm familiar with Black Wall Street, how the racists came and they burned it down or whatever. But don't sit up here and don't tell me that you don't remember that when you went down south to your grandmother, she had property and she had land. Now we don't. Root cause analysis on that. Okay. What's happening there? See, if we're going to talk all the way as black people and take accountability. Now, if you want to talk about you know, I don't know, being greedy and selfish and stuff like that, getting away from spirituality. The black church took us all the way from slavery to what now? Twerking? See, we got to start discussing the fact that some of us are spiritually bereft. Some of us don't want to take responsibility. All right? This ain't the man. This ain't my conspiracy theory, even though I know all of them. I'm saying that good, decent folk are being held hostage to ignorant people. Whose fault is that? I don't want to hear about no system, no nothing. Just us talking one to another, brother to brother. That's what I want to talk about this morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to read some comments. I want to read this comment by Kaz Minor.
Kaz, welcome.
Which, by the way, I am a product of Newark, New Jersey. Okay, born and raised. So I'm going to read this. I think that I have to disagree. Some of the best people come from the streets of Newark's hood. Because the best comes from the hardest, like Tisha Campbell, Faith Evans, Ice-T, James Moody, Melba Moore, Gloria Gaynor, Sarah Vaughan, Dana Owens, Wyclef, Rodman, etc., etc., etc. It's not the hood that is so bad. It's the messed up people that is taking the focus off the best of the best. Okay. All right. So I want to say again, I am a product of Newark, and I wasn't directly speaking of all of the people that came from Newark who you just put into the chat, which I do agree. Now, the thing and the point that we are making is that we're sick of the circumstances, and a lot of us, like the ones that live there as well, who get up, go to work every day, come home tired, working 2 and 3 jobs because the rent is extremely high as giraffe coochie
or mortgage.
Okay, you cannot get around it, and even for the worst places, the rent is extremely high. So you deal with the circumstances. What we're talking about is coming home to this every single day, day in, day out. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're referencing.
When General had an opportunity to move to New York,
yes,
or to Whitelandia, what did he say? What did he say? He said, no, I'm going to stay. See, the platform that I'm on now, which is black owned, is where? It's directly into the community.
Yeah.
Right? So while that's my brother Kaz, right? Mm-hmm. You're talking to the best.
Yeah.
You got the best on the mic right now in the hood right now.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm not saying that the best doesn't come out. That's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm talking about excuses being made for dead weight. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm qualified to do that because I'm right here. I'm telling you that people that can't call the radio station because they don't got time, because they got 2 jobs, listen to gunshots outside of their house, and they can't get to sleep.
Yeah.
That are worried when their kids go to school because they can't take them to school because they got to go all the way to the white neighborhood and their kids got to go to school by themselves.
Yeah.
Ain't no white man. Oh my God, I sound like a Republican now. But let's keep it 100. I want to talk about all of it. I'm telling you that good people don't have a voice. Huh? Yeah. And we are big enough and strong enough to take the heat that we're going to get for having this conversation. The same way I bang against white supremacy and I scream and I yell, you honestly think I ain't going to talk to my own people? You miss me with that.
Gotta take some accountability for what's going on around us. Got to.
See, that's what we were talking about. We're not, trying to make it seem like we're not saying that Newark itself or any place that's deemed the hood or the ghetto
Plainfield,
don't
East
have
Orange,
good
Queens,
people.
Brooklyn,
That's not what we're saying.
We know. We're sitting there right now.
Because I'm a product of that. I was born in one of the hospitals in Newark. I was born there. Period. So I love my city.
Yes, I do.
It's just I'm tired. I'm tired of hearing police helicopters.
Yeah.
Where birds in the sky. When I'm trying to sleep, all I hear all night. I'm tired of 2 blocks over when it start getting hot. I gotta make sure I duck for cover. Can't put my bed by the window because I might get shot.
Oh, that's a fact.
See,
that's a fact.
See, the whole thing is, I'm tired of the people that don't want to change and see things get better.
Yeah.
That's what I'm tired of. You know what I'm saying? And so when you talk about, they need to be voted off the island, this is where collectively the good people need to come together and just look at them that don't want to change
and have the courage
look,
to speak to that.
Either get your ish together
or bounce
or stop messing up our community.
Go live somewhere else.
You know what I'm saying? Take it somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? We tired of it and whatever. And that's going to take us to come together and unite and recognize the problem, see the problem for what it is, and address these situations head on. Yeah. And a lot of times we, again, like you said earlier, we too scared to address these situations head on because we're scared what type of repercussions we're going to face or whatever like that. Yep. But look, I like to walk safely through the streets. I would love to. I would love to jog at 11 o'clock at night and not have to worry about no nonsense. You know what I'm saying? I would love for, you know what I'm saying, for my son to be able to just chill in the park or whatever like that without having to duck or run because they're shooting bullets for nonsense.
You know, I don't even turn the light on in my car at night when I get I don't turn the lights on in my car at all at night. And my windows, yes, I know I've gotten tickets for it, trust me, my windows are so black because I don't want anyone seeing in my car. You understand what I'm saying? When I get out my car the wee hours in the morning after I've gotten off my Linda Carter, I have to sit in my car for a few minutes just to make sure it's safe for me to get out.
Okay, sorry, I'm gonna speak my mind.
I'm just saying.
I ain't go to New Brunswick. I went to Rutgers, Newark. I didn't go to Rutgers, New Brunswick. I went to Rutgers, Newark. My grammar school was on Clinton Avenue called Chad School in Newark. I was born in East Orange, went to Essex Catholic, always been. My radio station is in a black community. Mm-hmm. You understand? This microphone is strictly in my community. So what I'm saying is, you're going to hear my passion and on my ire. Because guess what? When my daughter was born in East Orange, we used to sleep in the living room You know why? Couldn't sleep in the bedroom because it was gunshots and people running through my thing.
Yeah.
I will wake up and it'll be somebody in my car because I left the car door open. They be turning tricks in my neighborhood. So what I'm saying is, I'm qualified to speak to this.
Wow.
And I'm going to speak to it.
Everybody at this panel.
Everyone on this panel is. So what Norm said. We have got to take responsibility for our own life. Let me tell you something. I'm not taking no light off of the success stories.
For sure.
The list that my brother gave me?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm part of the shining, talented 10th.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, what do you want me to do? Who is running the community that I live in? Because I don't live in a white neighborhood. So sorry. Okay? And they found my cousin naked in a dumpster. That wasn't you. That was me. That was me. So what's up now? You understand? That's my blood that's dead, that's no longer here. As the result of what? Gang violence and this, that, and other. You think I want a dissertation right now on white supremacy?
Here's
not me.
Here's my thing, what I didn't like about that list. All right, and I'm going to keep it 100, bro. Shout out to Kaz, and much respect. First, nobody's saying they don't love I love the hood.
That's why we're still here.
I don't love the mentality. And so I'm going to say that again. I love the hood.
But I don't accept the mentality.
Yeah, I don't accept the mentality. And then, too, we can name... all those names you mentioned, most of them moved out of Newark, bruh. Most of them. So my thing is, I chose to stay
and put the station
in my community and put the station.
Yes, he did.
So here's the difference. Here's the difference. All right, you can leave a place, but still be connected to it and help it.
Yes.
And help it grow. I decided to stay here and help it grow and give a voice to people that can't get on NBC, the people that can't get on ABC or BET or whatever the case may be,
accepted.
Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so my whole thing is, we can quote lists and names. There's a lot of great people from Jersey, period.
Yes.
Yeah, Jersey is the truth.
But what are you actually doing? And some of the names that you mentioned are doing some very positive things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if they from that place, represent it to the point to where you're uplifting that place still.
Yeah.
You know, like you never really leave it if you're connected to it. You know what I'm saying? Like I never left Plainfield. I lived in Atlanta, I lived here, but I never left Plainfield. And I want to see Plainfield thrive just like Newark. I think Newark is thriving.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gentrified now.
Yeah,
yes.
But it's dealing with some issues. Like any other urban city across the United States is dealing with some issues. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, I want to build up where I'm from, just like they should want to build up where they're from. So
sure.
I mean, but shout out to all the names you mentioned. I got love for them all and respect for them all. Some of them I interviewed. They're very great people.
To all the young Thundercats that don't think they're going to live to 25, think about if you do. What you going to do? What you standing on? What are you projecting? What you about? See, I need to know because I'm still in the hood. Oh yes, and I want my community to represent my value system.
Yes.
Not the thug, not the hood, not the criminality or any of that. There are other perspectives. See, listen, I can be legitimate, right?
Yes.
And have different value systems. Go read a book and get a job or start your own business.
Caller from the 678, state your name, where you calling from. You're on the Man Cave Morning Show. Good afternoon.
What's going on, man? Good morning, y'all. It's Julius Gray.
Jay Gray, what's good, man?
Great.
Welcome.
Man, really good show today. Really good.
Appreciate you.
I was thinking back to when that "What Would You Do" segment when I called in with my mother, when that man was cussing out the lady on the train.
Yes.
And when I was explaining what I would do, Norm was sitting back waiting for me to say something specific. And then when I said it, he was like, "That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for that Plainfield to come out of you."
See,
like although I spoke articulate and made a lot of sense, he still knew at one point that Plainfield was going to come out.
Right.
So
for sure.
It's like just because you're brought up in a certain place doesn't mean you can't change.
Absolutely.
So, Jackie saying she's from Newark, and when I was growing up, I had a perception about Newark. Like I thought Newark, all that was in Newark was just Doug Katz and shootings and all this other stuff, but until I actually went out there and saw that it really wasn't like that. So I guess what I'm trying to say, growing up with a certain mentality of what you think the hood is or what the ghetto is, you'd be wrong unless you actually went there and saw it for yourself.
Yes.
Absolutely, man.
For sure.
Appreciate you,
Thank
brother.
you so much for that.
You know what?
See y'all later.
All right, man.
When I say I'm from East Orange, we call it Ill Town. I also want it to mean, my grandmother and grandfather with master's degrees, not just gun clap back. You see?
Yeah.
You see, when I claim where I'm from, right? And you claim Plainfield, you claim Newark, I claim Ill Town. What connotation comes to mind? Yeah. I know we could take care of business, huh? I know we all got something in the trunk. I know we all got all of that. But what else do we have? Is there intellectuals? Is there spirituality? Is there compassion? Is there love? Or are you too afraid to express what I just expressed? Do it always gotta be? Yeah. How come it can't be more than that? That's certainly the value system, the conservative Christian value system that I grew up with, even though I'm not Christian anymore. How come when you say I rep here, right? It's about being tough, about being hard. You know what it is. The first thing out your mind is not intelligence, is it? It's always violence. I'm talking about how do we address that? Not the system or the man or our open enemy or the suppression that we have. How do we change that? That's what I want to know.
Go back to that word you just said, enemy. We have to learn to recognize who the enemy really is. And a lot of times we don't even know each other. But we automatically will meet somebody and they're the enemy. I'm gonna have an attitude with them. I'm gonna curse them out with them. I'm gonna threaten them. I'm gonna do this or whatever. We so defensive, right? But you ever notice when you extend a hand of love, sometimes people don't know how to react.
Of course.
And I'm gonna take it to this point real quick. I'm gonna take it to this point. So Martin Luther King had a story, right? So he was out. I forgot where he was at, but this white woman came up to him and spit on him. She came up to him and spit on him and the whole nine, whatever. And he wiped his face and he said to her, "You are too beautiful to be so mean." This white woman, in the midst of hatred and all her rage, he basically broke her down by saying that. And she came back to him. She said, "I am so sorry I did that to you." She said, "I'm so sorry I disrespected you. That was, wasn't right of me. I apologize." And she apologized to him. In the midst of all this rage, with all her other white Caucasian racist cronies, she apologized to Martin. So sometimes, this goes to his whole point of nonviolence and being peaceful.
Really big.
Sometimes when you address somebody a certain way, you take all that hostility down. You know what I'm saying? When you just come at them, if you coming at somebody with just kindness, and, brother, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you mean mugging me? You know what I'm saying? Or why you coming at me defensive? Or so hostile all the time? I love you, bro. We don't have no problems with each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We the same people. And sometimes that's how we need to address certain situations out there. And it's just crazy. But I had to share that, man, because I
was a great story.
Yeah, I saw the story on something I was watching on TV about Martin.
Wow.
As a recovering rageaholic.
And then we're gonna wind down.
We're gonna wind down. As a recovering rageaholic. See, I used to like being angry. Still, I'm working on it. But let me tell you what a man is. A man leads with love and compassion first. And what I'm saying is, I want all of us to have the courage to do that, to lead with love first, not with this. Everybody's legit. I get it. Everybody's a gangster and everybody's this and everybody's that. But the type of intestinal fortitude.
Yes.
Okay, to have someone spit on your face, you might punch somebody in the jaw before you can even catch your hand.
Yeah, she's spitting in
so
face.
So the discipline that it requires is what I'm talking about. And finally, I am asking all men and women to lead with that. To look out and say, that's not my son, that's our son. See, I want my son and daughter and grandchildren to be safe, whether I'm around or not. And that is our responsibility. I want people to grow up, to stop being, so I'm talking to myself, rageful and yelling and screaming, and take that passion and desire and put it back into our community where it belongs instead of us tearing each other out. And a lot of us don't know how to accept love.
No doubt.
That's fact.
And shout out to everybody, man, that's been on the check-in today.
Thank you so much.
Yo,
for
comments,
all of those
incredible.
Comments. Yes. No, I didn't get to all of them.
Yes.
I apologize.
Yes. Deep.
Sometimes it be so heated.
Deep discussion.
It is what it is.
We started off with Kate Spade and went into talking about suicide and depression. And then we went into just tired of the hood or the hood mentality.
Yes.
Y'all had some just wonderful feedback.
And thanks to the everybody.
Callers. Yeah, shout out to the callers.
Yes.
Shout out to Al Tariq and Demetria and
Kaz
and Kaz and everybody.
Ray.
All your opinions.
Barb Gloria, I see your comment. Danielle Spencer,
Dr.
thank
D,
you so much.
Yes.
Everybody who commented.
Yes, all your opinions and views are valid. You know what I'm saying? There's no wrong view or opinion, whatever. That's just how you feel. And that's one thing we love about the Man Cave Morning Show. And we will be back tomorrow. Shout out to everybody that's watching us right now on all the other platforms and listening to us on the other platforms. Download that TuneIn app if you don't have it. And just remember, man, the show really is never about us.
Yes. It is always about you.
Because
you are the next best kept secrets.
And we see y'all tomorrow.
Wakanda forever.
Yes,
bang,
yes.
Bang, bang, bang,
July
bang.
4th, y'all, it's going to be off the hook.
Yes.
Cedarbrook Park.
If you're in the Plainfield area, come through.
Concert in the park. I don't care where you from. Drive and get there. Cedarbrook Park, July 4th. The concert starts at 5 p.m.
Event.
BKS1 Radio is hosting. We hosting it this year.
Yes.
But the concert going to be off the hook. Some incredible talent.
Yes, and you have the information on your page, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, we will be posting up. You're going to see more about it.
Yes.
But July 4th, Cedarbrook Park, another great concert in the city of Plainfield. It's going to be off the hook. Drive from wherever you're from. I don't care. New York, Philly, wherever.
Rain or shine?
Rain or shine is going to be off the hook, but it's going to be a nice day. We know that.
Rain or shine. We praying for sunshine.
July 4th.
And we'll be there.
Park.
Yes.
Yes. Starts 5 p.m. promptly, people.
At the park.
Yes.
Because before that, it's the parade.
No CP time. 5
Let's do better.
p.m. sharp. We got to do better,
Let's
people.
do better.
The man made me late.
Bring your lawn chairs.
Late.
Bring your lawn chairs. It's free. That's
Bring
the beautiful
kids.
thing about it.
Yes.
It is free.
Come out, dance, have a good time, enjoy the summer.
Yes. So, salute. We'll see y'all in the morning.
You forgot.
What?
Who owns the mic?
Oh, Who Owns the Mic is June 23rd.
Yeah, how you forget that?
Oh,
That's
man.
July 4th.
Yes.
Sir.
No, I'm just saying the Who Owns the Mic open mic night where you can get up there and just rock out.
Look at Jackie producing.
Spoken word artists, singers, comedians, whatever you do.
Yes.
It's only a $10 entry.
Yep.
For all that want to come out and see some great talent, hear some great music, because we're going to party again like it's 1999.
Yes.
Come on out to Express Lounge. That's 301 Richmond Street, Plainfield, New Jersey, June 23rd.
Google
the second annual Who Owns the Mic open mic by applause only event, June 23rd.
Yep.
All right. So
be there or be square.
Yeah. So we out of here. We'll see y'all tomorrow morning. And we love y'all, man. We love y'all.
I tried to be nice. I really did.
Y'all have a blessed Wednesday.
I tried to be nice.
See you guys tomorrow.
Chanel, BKS1 Radio, and I'm here with the beautiful Garcelle Bouzet.
I'm paying you later.
Hey, I'm the queen of comedy some more, and right now you're rocking with BKS1 Radio.
BKS1 Radio Network. I'm here with the amazing Miss Tasha Smith. How you doing?
I'm doing so good. Thank you for coming out.
Yes.
I really appreciate it.
Hello, Denise Boutte. Hey, what's up? Shout out to BKS1 Radio. See you soon.
Brick City's finest, J.D. Williams. I'm in the Savage Podcast Studio, chilling at BKS1 Radio.
BKS1 Radio. I'm here with the legendary Mr. Dick Gregory. How you doing today, sir?
Fantastic, brother, and thank you.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Jamie Foxx, BKS1 Radio. What's going on with you?
Storming on. This is George Dr. Funkenstein Clinton for BKS1 Radio. They be doing the dog, y'all.
Yo, this is Chris Spencer, and you're on